Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I want to create a look with a new palette from Tarte Cosmetics, and they just released this one. It is called Tartelette Reflections, and it's a 25-year anniversary, I guess. 25 years of female-founded, cruelty-free formulas infused with good-for-you ingredients and kindness. The rest of it is in French. I always want to just keep reading the French. This is the outside packaging. Surprise, surprise, I ordered from Macy's. It had minimal packaging. It was a pretty big box with some paper, no bubble wrap, and it made it. I was afraid to open it. This is what the actual palette looks like. It is very reflective, but it is gorgeous. Yeah, you can see everything. Wow. Okay, the back is just plain. This is one of those that is going to show your fingerprints, but I don't care. And then this is the inside of the palette. Look how beautiful those shadows are. Some of them are imprinted with the number 25, but there are so many possibilities. So I want to create two looks, one on each eye. On one eye, I want to do something with the browns and golds, and with the other ones, I want to do something with the pinks and purples. So let's see if we can do that without getting confused, because usually when I start doing that, I forget because I'm talking and I start working on both eyes. But we're going to go ahead and start with the brown first. We're going to start with this shade right here. This one, it is called Worthy. And I'm just going to use the brush from the brush. No, I'm going to use the mirror from the palette because it's just easier for me. So tomorrow is August 7th, and I will be having my second cataract surgery on my left eye. So I'm not going to be able to wear any eyeshadow for a couple of weeks. So I'm glad this got here today because I really wanted to film with this. Let me get a fluffier brush. This one is a little... I'm going to use this one. This is the 202 by BK Beauty. And a couple of people asked me the other day when I talked about the BK Beauty brushes. Today's the 6th, so I believe the sale is over. And they asked me if these were my favorite brushes because I use them a lot. I do love these brushes. I also love the REPHR brushes. If you're going to be using pricey brushes, okay. The REPHR brushes are natural hair. They're made in Japan. But you can get some really good deals. I'm going to be using this one now. If you sign up to their website and you agree to review the products, anything you buy from REPHR, if you agree to review them, honest review. Because the reason that they send these brushes out are so that if a lot of people find fault with them, they can fix it. So they want you to be honest. But if you agree to review them, when they have the concept store sale, you can get their brushes at 50% off, which is such a great deal. So I own a lot of brushes like that, and I purchase a lot of brushes that way at 50% off because I go ahead and I review them. They did just send me some PR, but no, 90% of the brushes that I own from REPHR, I purchased them myself. Okay, so I'm going to use this one here because it's the one that is the most brown. The rest of them all look like they have like a little bit of burgundy or purple in them, and this one looks more brown. It's called Give Back, and I'm using an angle brush. I like the new formula for these bigger palettes for Tarte. I think it's so much better than the ones that you get in the smaller palettes. I think the smaller palettes are a little drier. And these are just beautiful. Like the ones that they normally release around the holidays are bigger like this. Maybe not quite as big, but they're pretty big. And they're just absolutely stunning. The formula is so good. And so far so good with this one. That one may look, that one may look a little patchy, but this is the eye that has that one area that pigment doesn't like to stick. Some eyeshadows actually do cover it, but I'm just wearing concealer today. I'm not even wearing an eye primer, so that may be why it's looking a little patchy. but I'm used to it with this eye. It's not the shadow, it's the eyelid. And I've always had that, so I don't know what it is. What's so special about it? All right, so now I want to go ahead and pick, oh my gosh, look at this color. That is so gorgeous. Let me, this one has 25 on it. I kind of messed it up. And some of the other ones look like it's fireworks. So pretty. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Okay, so let me see which one I want to use. Oh, I just messed that one up royally. Some of these are absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm going to use this one right here that is called In Bloom. Where is it? Right here. I'm going to use my pinky. I'm going to take the brush that I was blending with and just blend over here. That is such a pretty shade. Okay, and then I think I want to go into this one right here. This one is called Celebrate. This one right here, and I'm going to try to get a smaller brush. I'm going to use this one and go on the inner corner with it. I'm not spraying anything. This is just a dry brush. And I'm also going to put a little bit of it in my inner corner. I don't want to use a separate shade for that. Okay, I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to go into the dark brown. Actually, I'm going to go into this one here, which is a darker color. It's called Tripping with Tarte. And the one that I just put in my inner corner is called Celebrate. Celebrate. Okay, so I think we're done with the red eye. So this is a new fluffy brush. This is the 212. And we're going to start with, I think I'm going to start with this one again, the lighter one, and then start going into the purple ones. But I want something light on the very top. So we had a tropical storm over the weekend. It started Saturday. And it pretty much, today's Tuesday, it pretty much lasted all day yesterday. We got a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Okay, I'm gonna go into this one right here. This one is called Lights, Camera, Lashes. And it was crazy. It was so windy. I don't mind rain, but when it starts with a lot of wind gusts, it kind of scares me. Because where I live, we have a lot of oak trees. None of them are in our yard. We have like an alley in the back, and then there's a park behind us, so the oak trees are there and in our neighbor's yard. But a lot of the branches, you know, come over to our yard, and we just had some of them trimmed a couple of months ago, thank goodness. But still scary because, I mean, things fly when it's windy. Okay, that is really pretty. All right, so now I'm going to go into this one right here. It's called Be Present. And I'm going to use one of those slanted brushes. So, yeah, we didn't go anywhere Saturday. Saturday, we pretty much went to go get, like, we have water, but we went to go get like some things we needed, like for dinners, and not even preparing for, you know, power loss, because we have bread and peanut butter and stuff like that, but just regular stuff we needed for groceries. And the grocery stores were bare. It was crazy. People go crazy when there's like anything. And I know the weather was bad, but you know, it was not a hurricane. It was just going to be a lot of water and wind. But people just act like, you know, they're not going to go to a grocery store for like a month. And it's okay to prepare, but, you know, you don't have to take it all. Alright, so that's a very pretty color. So now I think I want to go into this one here. It's called Big Ego. But yesterday, I had a doctor's appointment, and I canceled it because the street that we live on, we live close to a river, and at the end of the street we get flooding. So I didn't want to deal with that. And a lot of the streets, and the doctor's not around the corner. The doctor's like 30 minutes from me. And I really did not want to deal with getting stuck anywhere or dealing with the bad weather or flooded streets or anything like that. All right, and then now I'm going to put a little bit of this one, enough, over that one to see if I can get a little more shimmer on that. Oh, this is so pretty. But I think I need something darker, like out here. All right, but let me find something lighter that I can put on the inside. I think I'm going to try this one on the inside. This one is called Teachers. My daughter went back to work yesterday. She doesn't have any students until next week. Oh, that's a little too blue. It looked more like a silvery blue. But it's a little more blue than I want it. Okay, I'm going to go into this one, the one that says 25. And that one is called Positivity. Let me wipe this brush. It's pretty, but I just think it's too blue for this. But that's okay. We're just playing. I think that looks better. And I'm going to take a little bit of that Positivity and just do it on my inner corner also. I don't want to go into a separate color altogether. Okay, I'm going to take a clean brush. This one's a little fluffy brush. This is a 211. And just blend that in. Okay, I want to take, let's see, the darkest one. I'm going to go into this one and put it on the outside corner. I think that one looks darker than what I used. Make sure I have it in the right position. Yeah. And you guys, I don't have any fallout. Now, I don't put a lot of product on my brushes. I like to build instead of putting a lot of product, but yeah, it looks good. I don't have any fallout. All right, so then I'm going to take the little smudger brush. No, this one here. And I'm going to go into the dark one and just go under my lash line. These shades blended like a dream. I'm using the dark brown. I didn't get confused. And I wiped the brush. Okay, I think we're done with that. I'm going to take the first brush that I'm going to take this one that's clean. And kind of like just blend a little more here. This has no product in it. I'm going to wipe it. And I'm going to do the same here. This is a very, very pretty palette. Alright, so the mascara I'm going to use is this one by Estee Lauder. This is called Turbo Lash. I've used it a few times and it is nice. It's a nice mascara. It's already like 7 o'clock at night, so I'm going to use it on my lower lash line because even if it's smudges before I go to bed, it's okay. This is going to be coming off as soon as we are done. And then I'll use this palette again and let you know if there's fallout during the day, if it doesn't last all day, you know, any complaints that I have. But I wanted to just for you guys to see it. I actually have not seen too many people review this. I think a lot of people don't, you know, they don't use Tarte anymore. Everybody's going for all these indie brands, which, you know, they do have some beautiful eyeshadows, but we don't always want those, you know, multi-chromes and all that glitter. If I were younger, I probably want all that glitter. So this is the last time I'm wearing mascara for 2 weeks. Mascara and yeah, and eyeshadow, which makes taking your makeup off so much easier, by the way. And the last time when I had my other eye, I really did not use any makeup for, unless I was filming something, but I really didn't use it. I think the only problem is I feel like the stopper doesn't clean the brush well enough, so you almost have to take some off and then you do better. Alright, so let me show you really quick what I have the rest of my face. I use this primer today, the Clarins Primer, Instant Smooth Perfecting Touches. Is so good for your pores. And I'm using this foundation, which I think it has taken the number one spot when it comes to luxury foundations in my collection. The Terracotta Le Teint by Gourmande. This is so beautiful. This is what I'm using as my concealer. Is the Lancome. Oh, on this one I have it in the shade 2.5 Neutral. And I'm using the Tint Adult Ultra Wear in Buff N Neutral. Okay, then the powder I'm using is a new one by REPHR Beauty. It's the first time I use it. It's very nice. I really like it. But I only used it today, so I really can't tell you if it's going to get cakey, if it's going... I'm going to try to leave the makeup on for a couple of hours. Another thing I wanted to put on, I almost forgot. I also finally got one of the Soft Pinch Luminous Powder Blush. Oh, I think it's broken. Oh, it's broken. Oh. See the evidence of the breakage. This just got here today. Look. Okay, I'm gonna go very gently with this brush before I send it back. I'm gonna have to call them. Oh, okay. Very gentle. Oh my goodness, I am so over. Okay, and I'm just gonna use it like a brush. Oh, like a brush topper. Wow, that was a lot. It looked like it was. But that was a lot, my friends. I did better on this side. Yeah, I just want to use it like a blush topper, like on the top of the cheek, so that I don't have to use a highlighter with it. This is so pretty. If it wasn't broken. And this is in the shade Truth. So I'm going to put it back. Oh my gosh, you guys, I got mascara inside my eyeball. Alright, so I'm going to put it back as soon as I'm done here and give them a call and see if they can send me another one. We'll see. I have to return it to them because I purchased it there. So alright, so anyway, what's the blush that I use as I'm using it as a topper, but the actual blush that I used on my face is this one by Say, and this is in the shade Cutie, and this is super pretty. It's very neutral. Look how gorgeous that is. It's absolutely beautiful. You just need a little bit, and I just dotted it on my face, and then I went over it with a brush, and that's how I usually use those. And on my lips I used this lip liner from Revlon. This is in the, is it Revlon? Yes, this is in the shade Nude. And this is one of the lipsticks from Tarte, the Maracuja Juicy Lip. And this is in the shade Fig. And these are super soft. So you have to be careful you don't pull out a lot. It looks darker on my lips, but that's what I use. But doesn't it look darker? The lip liner looks darker on my lips. That's what I have. Alright, so anyway, that is my completed look. I love this palette. I think it's beautiful. I will link everything below that I used. Let me know, did you know that this was released? Are you interested? Do you like Tarte? Is this something you would consider purchasing? If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for being part of my community, and make sure that even if you don't want to say hello, if you don't feel like talking, just leave me like a little heart so that I know that you are part of my YouTube community. And all the links below, some of them may be affiliate, which means that I will make a small commission. And if you use those, thank you so much for supporting me on my channel. I use that money to buy more products to show you guys. And trust me, it's not a lot. I'm not a big channel, but I do appreciate every little bit that I can get. And if you are one that is always around here supporting me, thank you so, so much. I really do appreciate it. All right, you guys, I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.